Everyone can breathe a little sigh of relief.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Hubbard again. And he pushes it further into the red zone, down inside the 15. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. He keeps it himself. And he touches him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st.
Certainly drop these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage, but I think it could be overlooked there since they did pick up the 1st down. If anything, they can see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Here's a give to Hubbard. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. The 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and 4 coming up now. And he gets in, touchdown! The Panthers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do, but to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now he's York to kick this one away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Working from the gun, Williams. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. So now it's 13-zip, Brock, and they've got to be even happier knowing that multiple phases of their game contributing to this lead early on.
Yeah, I'm going to guess the defense probably not going to keep up with the offensive scoring touchdown for touchdown, but you can't script a better start.
You're good on the point after. And the Panthers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. After the pick, here's Williams. He lets a heater go deep. It's complete. Oh, my. They left him wide open downfield. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Nick Folk now for the extra point. The extra point cracks off the upright and ricochets through. And the Bears chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, Young. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Young working from the gun. Legette's got it. Now he's past the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers grow their early lead to 13. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. York now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers double their lead to 14. Now is York to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
70, 69, ready, 60. Let's go. Ready.
To throw, Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Trevin Wallace has it. And the Panthers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now they turn to their rookie from Georgia for the first time. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Here's Hubbard on the give. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Finds Sanders. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. It's a 2-score game early. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Time for our 2nd quarter here, and the Panthers are thinking points.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
3rd down run by Hubbard. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. It's only 2 on the pickup, and they remain 2 yards shy as it brings up 4.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go, set.
And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And the reward is they get off the field.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Let's go now.
Back in his own end zone, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. That's Julian Blackman. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Ooh, partner, this has gotten out of hand early. That pick 6, the latest play, pushing us towards a blowout.
Yeah, everything has gone in their favor so far. You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NFL. It takes this kind of combination, right? Both in personnel and in every phase of the game.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers stretch their lead to 21. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. It's taken in by Roma Dunze. He gets loose down the right side. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. It's a Roma Dunze touchdown. Folk on now to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears get it back to a 14-point game. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. This return starts at the 5. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They motion the slot man right. To the air on 1st down. Young. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
A 2nd down throw for Young. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target. Get him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap now to Young. That's complete to Leggett. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
4th and 3, drive on the line. They're going for it, Young. He finds him beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Sticking to the air, it's Young. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking to throw, Young. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Xavier Legette the target on that throw, and it sets up 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
On 2nd and 10, Young connects with Hubbard. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
The Bears into the nickel for 3rd down. Young looking to throw. Has it down close. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
1st and goal, Hubbard. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with a loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
And he will take this across. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. York tacks on that extra point. And the Panthers stretch their lead to 21. On now is York to kick this one away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He's on the move. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
And they send a man in motion. Throwing again on 2nd, Williams. That's completed right side. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's a Chicago 1st down. Williams from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Bears first down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Komet pulls it in along the sideline. And he nearly broke it for 6. He steps out at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Swift finds the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears chop some of the lead off before the half. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Folk on now to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears get it back to a 14-point game. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Kickoff taken at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play action now, Young. Headed out right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Defense shows blitz. Young gets this to Sanders. Space pass to 35. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into...
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young. On the move, headed right. Pass complete to Hubbard. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Young on 1st and 10. McMillan hauls it in. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket. He's marveling over something here and just chucks it away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Young to throw here on 3rd. That's caught for the 1st. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Let's go now. 70 Go.
Working inside the red zone. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson has it. "19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it." First down, Williams. He puts some juice on a deep throw. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Panthers will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hubbard trying this up the gut. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. Groupie sends it through. And that makes this a 3-score game. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Has this at the 6. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Up the middle, Hubbard. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Young on the play action. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Young working from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First down throw by Williams. He's dropping deep on this snap.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Off the play fake, Williams. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go. 18, Pioneer.
Slot receiver headed left. 3rd down, here's Williams. He has the 1st over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs?
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Williams to throw on 1st. That throw finds Komet. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Has his man, it's a Dunze. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears start the 2nd half with some needed points. It's a Roma Dunze touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Here's a give to Hubbard. Off to the races, middle of the field. 30. The 10. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers make it a 16-point ball game. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. York now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers take a 3-possession lead. On now is York to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
Ready?
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Ready? 79 Broncos. Hurt.
They've got a man in motion.
19 tight, 19 tight. Hurt.
Out of the pistol, Williams. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Hold it ready.
2nd and 3 now.
Bronco 80. Check. 7 Pirates. Ready?
From the 37. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Panthers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walking the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup, and it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today, and I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one.
This is Hubbard. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They run again with Hubbard. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Legette's got it. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. And in a rarity today, he stopped at the line of scrimmage. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
This running back has had himself a day, but not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense to keep him from the first and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
Here's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Williams on the play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go, here we go.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You can keep your job in the NFL as a D tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bag when you can defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Go!
Williams from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Romadudes a touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's Hubbard. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight was giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now a run with Hubbard. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Pickup of 2 here. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Hey,
First down, and they go right back to him. Open space inside the 40. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, gosh, you can just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end this series with points.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know it from the position of the quarterback, Kate. Sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Second and goal coming up from the 7. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Call it 5 yards on that play. He gets him to the 2, third and goal.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Panthers moments away from their 4th win of the year. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Hubbard goes up and over for the touchdown. The Panthers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
35. Cade York to kick off.
Now he's York to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A draw now. This is Swift. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 36. He's on the move. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Chicago first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Tracking 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Ready up. Trap 60. Trap 60. Here we go. Here we go. Warrior 70. Hut, hut.
Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. The ball's out, the ball's out, he lost it. Panthers pick this one up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Finds a man right side. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Chicago.